Good morning, this is Soledad again with Canning with Sol, and today I am going to be making a brown gravy. Earlier I made the beef bouillon, and because I needed it for the brown gravy, so we're going to be using the beef bouillon that I made earlier. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you have beef bouillon, use the one that you have until you finish it. If you want to use that, if not, make your own, a lot healthier. Ingredients you can really pronounce. But I am going to show you the brown gravy. I call it the brown gravy, but the Thanksgiving gravy, whatever you want to call it. Another thing that I wanted to show the difference is on my, like let's say the beef bouillon, I use this one a lot. So I never suction out the air because this is not something I do for long-term storage. This one, if you use it on a lot of ingredients or you make very little, since I don't use it too much, I didn't make too much, so I don't vacuum seal it. So that's why I use these jars. But whenever I'm gonna make, like let's say brown gravy, I use this one mostly in Thanksgiving and holidays when I make. I don't use it on regular mashed potato like a lot of people do because I really don't like it. I only use it mostly in Thanksgiving. So to me, this is a seasonal item, unless you make like Mississippi, I think pot roast, which I'm gonna do one day, and you need this recipe, this gravy. So maybe I will. But with that said, since I don't use it that much, I do it vacuum seal. So after it's done, I'll show you how to vacuum seal. And this is the vacuum seal that I use. Oh, yeah, sorry, the big one. This is the vacuum seal that I use, and I'll show you how to do that. That way it holds a long-term storage and you don't have to worry about it. How long does it last? As long as it's vacuum sealed, it'll last you forever. But it depends on how much you make. That's why I say use as much as you make as much as you need. But if you get like a really good price on something, well, heck, and it's something you're going to use a lot, we'll make a lot. Who doesn't use brown gravy in Thanksgiving? We use a lot. I used to buy a lot of jars. If I multiply what I spend on this to what I used to spend, I could have saved myself a lot of money. But no dwelling on the past. We're moving forward. Also, don't forget to comment and share so that more people can see it. Also, follow me on YouTube. On YouTube, I have a longer video, and I think it's easier to find the videos because you're not seeing a lot of the posts that they're labeled one by one category. I guess it's easier to navigate, but I like Facebook. So here you go. Let me show you how you do this one. And remember, I always put my label with my ingredients, how to use it. Another thing that I put is I put it on my jar, and this is permanent white marker. So this is a really good marker to have because if you wash it or everything, it doesn't come off. But that means if you put it there, it's staying there. You can't use it for something else unless you put a label over it. But this is a staple that you always put it in there. And I always put it in a small one. So let's make it, making my story shorter. So the first thing we're gonna need, and sometimes I pour it all in here and then I shake it like this, but I'm gonna be techie, you know, because I have had some comments that I need to put it in a bowl and whisk it. So that's what I'm doing for you. So the first thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need beef broth, whichever one you have. And you're gonna use half a cup. So this is the one I made earlier today. So like I said, it's a lot of ingredients, but you use them. If you do a lot of dry goods, you use them a lot in a lot of the stuff that you're gonna make. So that's already half a cup. You see, I already used half of what I made earlier today. So if I used it a lot, I would have made double my recipe, but I don't. Then you're gonna use half a cup of cornstarch or arrowroot powder. I've been tagged on that. I put cornstarch because that's what everybody knows it as, but I use the arrowroot powder. You can use either or. And this is a very cornstarch is also easy to make. But I haven't made it because I have a lot of it. If you're interested in that, let me know. So half a cup, whichever one you have, arrowroot or cornstarch. This is just a container that I believe the cornstarch came in, and I just used the same. Then you're gonna use 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Let me put this over here. 2 tablespoons of onion powder. If you have the other onion, the flakes, you can use that one too. Just put it in the blender or in the food processor if you have one. I have a blender, I don't have a food processor. I haven't had a need for it, and I already have a lot of little toys here that I don't need anymore. Parsley, you're gonna need 2 tablespoons. I have a friend who doesn't like parsley and she doesn't put it in hers. If you don't like parsley, don't put it in. But I don't have a problem with it. So 2 tablespoons of parsley. Pepper, you're going to use 1 teaspoon of pepper. Somebody mentioned if they could use a white pepper that they had. I didn't even know they made a white pepper, but I guess try it. Let me know if it works. Garlic powder, 1 teaspoon. I guess I never used it. This is a very easy one to make also. But if you make it in the dehydrator, put your dehydrator outside because your house is going to stink. And that's it. Then you're just going to mix it. There you go. You whisk it all. You can either leave it like this, I leave it like this, or you can put it in the blender or the food processor, the whole thing, so that it can be grinded real fine. But in Thanksgiving, I like to show all the spices and everything. I think it looks so nice. So this is your brown gravy mix. Then all you do is you get your jar, you get your funnel. Just try not to make a mess, because I always do. These funnels are really good because they have your markings for canning. I think I've advertised them, but it's your 1 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/4 of an inch. These are really good. It's by 4 jars. So now here's my brown gravy. If you're gonna store it and you're not gonna use it, let's say you make it in January, you're not gonna use it till next November or next year, or you make a lot. You wipe the rim, put your lid. This is your vacuum seal, and there's 2 different ones. So this is the 4 jar ones. All you do is you put the little holes, you suction it out. How many times? I have no idea. You'll feel the resistance, like it starts getting stuck. It means it's done. Sometimes it feels the resistance. You take it off, and it doesn't work. And there you go. So this is sealed. So this already took all the air. This can be saved for years. And there's no air in there. Nothing is going in there. No little bugs, no ants, no nothing. And once you vacuum seal it, you don't need to put the ring. It stays like that. It's kind of like if you pressure can it. Now, is this pressure can? Absolutely not. This is for dry goods. Don't try putting meat with this thing. So this is just for dry goods, the vacuum seal. So you can leave it like that, or you can leave your ring if you're used to having the ring. It's up to you. Whenever I vacuum seal something, I don't put the ring. That way I know it's vacuum sealed. And there you go. This is your brown gravy mix. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Ready for Thanksgiving? This is gonna make me a lot of gravy. So don't forget to comment and share, and I'm so glad that a lot of people are liking my channel. Also follow me on YouTube. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of recipes in YouTube, and it's just more organized, I think. But we'll see you tomorrow. This is Soledad with Candy with Sol.